back in here once again, guys. Time for another episode of Weekly Win Streak. I'm TP3 Bets. That's what up, bro. And we're back to talk ball with y'all once again today. Yesterday, man, the picks I gave y'all on here went 1-1. My other two plays, if those fucking FCS teams could have scored a couple points, it would have been all right, but they could not do a damn thing per usual. Barely lost on those two plays, but you know, we're still back here. We're surviving, trying to live to see another day. Bro, how are you doing today, my guy?
We're doing great. We're doing absolutely great. It's Friday. We made it through another week, and even though every day is pretty much the same day for me, most of you are grinding through the week, and we're finally at the weekend. So time to celebrate, crack some cold ones. We got MLB, most importantly, college football, and NFL is just a short week away, folks.
NFL is just a short week away, guys. And honestly, bro, it's good to have you back on here, man. Doing this show by myself yesterday was definitely very draining, but it's good to have you back on here, man. And honestly, like, I'm not even trying to say this to be nice or whatever. It feels good to have your energy on here, bro. Like, you already cheered me up with your energy today. So we're ready to rock, guys. We're ready to take it to the fucking bookies once again today. I guess we're going to start things out, talk a little bit of MLB here before that we get into the football portion of things, give everybody a chance to kind of funnel in here real quick. First thing I want to say, guys, is look, if you were on that Reds and Brewers over with me earlier, then you know my pain right now. That was a painful L that we took to start the day out. I mean, when it's 8-8 after 5 innings of play, I mean, you kind of assume you're going to hit, and it did not happen for us. But, you know, we're going to get right here in this PM hour of MLB. Bro, what game you want to talk about today in baseball?
I hope somebody's not going to be angry at me for doing this, but I just must talk about this game. I must talk about this game. We're going Pirates Guardians. Damn it. Listen, the Pirates, I'm out for blood. You owe me, and you'll pay with your blood today. You'll pay with your soul today. Listen, total of 9.3 units lost on the swing of Pirates blowing that 10-3 loss. I had a 2-leg parlay, a 4-leg lotto, and then a 1.7 unit play on the money line. Is this a little bit of vengeance? Is this a little bit of betting with emotion? Is this wanting to make sure the Pirates crumble to my Cleveland Guardians? Yes, absolutely. But in all seriousness, Bailey Falter is shite on the road. He's got a 5.94 ERA. The Pirates' bats are dead for the most part. Every once in a while, they show up. O'Neal Cruz goes nuts, and everything starts going bananas. But what it comes down to is, listen, the Guardians got the monkey off their back. They won against the Royals in their last game. I think there was an immense amount of stress. They were pressing. Now take a deep breath. All right. These people are not in our division. They suck. Honestly, they suck. Their bullpen's shit. They blow every game when I bet on them. Guardians, -1. Need it in all ways, shapes, and forms. TP3, hate it, love it, or indifferent.
So, I actually do have a play in this game, but it is not on the side. It is on the total in this game. To be honest with you, like, look, when I capped this game, I think Ben Lively will give up a couple runs in this game. If you look, he consistently gives 2 to 3 runs up per outing. But the good news is I capped this game thinking Cleveland's going to gang up on on Bailey Falter in this game. Bailey Falter has been miserable in his last couple starts. He's a 5.94 ERA in his last 4 starts. I believe in his last start, he had a 7 ERA as well. Like, he's just been getting hit hard any way you want to put it. There's really no nice way to put it when it comes to him. Pirates offense is swinging good bats right now. They're swinging hot bats. It's going to be 90-plus degrees in this game. I think the ball can fly in this game. I think Cleveland's really going to tee off on Falter. Cleveland, while they've been struggling, they've still been a top 10 offense at home this season, and they've played really well with a day off. I believe with the day off, they're like 12-7 or something like that. So they've played well, and they scored a lot of runs in these games where they get a day off. I think Cleveland's going to feel refreshed. They kind of saved that series against Kansas City. You see Pasquantino's out for the next 6 to 8 weeks as well with a broken hand, which is huge news for Cleveland. The Kansas City takes the L yesterday. Now you sit back off of Twins getting swept, and you got a chance to gain a game on everybody here. I think they're going to take advantage of it here. I like a lot of runs, though. I see Cleveland winning this game like 8-4 or something like that. I think there will be a lot of runs here today, so give me the over in this game.
Oh, I totally agree, TB3, and that's a great point. And also, even in the losses against the Royals, aside from that one game, the Guardians were scoring runs.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop giving up runs. So I don't think it was the bats that were really the problem. The bats kind of came alive, and you're certainly right. My air conditioning is fucking running like a hamster on a wheel nonstop, dude. This shit is cooking in here. It's freezing, but it is 90. The thermometer out there says 92. That's in the sun on my little patio here. 92 on the thermometer.
That's great for the ball to fly, especially at this point in time. I think this game starts at 6:40, so should still be in the 90s. I think the ball's going to fly out of the park, though, tonight. So give me the over in that game. Other than that, though, there's some pretty interesting games today in the MLB. We can get another free play. I'm going to go to a late game here. I'm going to back an underdog between the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. And when I look at this game, man, I'm taking Arizona here in this game. Clayton Kershaw is not the same Clayton Kershaw of old. If y'all remember correctly, the Diamondbacks made him look like in the playoffs last year it was time for him to retire. I mean, the guy's been in and out of the lineup all season long, hasn't really been in like season rounded form at this point in time. The Diamondbacks still have a top 10 offense and batting average in the last 8 days. You look at their home offense, they're the number one home offense in the MLB in the last 30 days, and they're number 3 against left-handed pitching. Kershaw's a lefty. I think the Diamondbacks are going to hit him pretty hard today. I think yesterday they were kind of looking ahead to this series as they dropped that game 3-2 to the Mets. You look at Zach Gallen, he pitched a lot better in his last outing against Boston, and Boston was a team that had been knocking the cover off the ball at home, and he really cooled down their bats. I think Gallen, he figured something out. His fastball hadn't been as effective, and he was throwing more off-speed stuff. So I think he does the same thing here. He also has a better ERA by over and a full point when he pitches at the house here. So I love this matchup today for Arizona. I think Arizona is barking pretty heavy here, and Arizona's only 4 games back in the division. Let's not forget that. The Dodgers haven't won this by any means, and I believe Arizona has won 10 out of their last 13 games against the NL West.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. That I don't have a play in this game, but what I did tell myself, because I like betting on the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers. I like betting on the Dodgers. I told myself, P, don't fucking touch this game. You know better. You know Clayton Kershaw. You know that motherfucker blows it every time you bet on him. And yeah, you're right, dude. He's lost after coming back. Not only is his command off, but also he's lost a ton of velocity. Like his arm just looks like a floppy noodle out there, and it's only a matter of time. He's already running out of juice. Like like you said, you saw what happened in the playoffs in the postseason, and not even in the postseason, right before the end of the season. Some of his last starts in the regular season were bad. I'm with you. I'm off that game. But the only reason is because I really like the Dodgers. They're almost like my second home team. They're not, but I don't want to bet against them. I just love them so much.
Nah, I definitely think it's a sharp bait play. Like I think they're trying to bait everybody in on the Dodgers here at the low price, late night. Everybody's going to be chasing going into college football Saturday, and the Diamondbacks are going to come out here and put a big spot on them early and roll in this game, I'm hoping. So let's see if we can't cash this one. Let's talk. You got any other baseball games you want to talk about, or should we move over to the college football portion of the show?
No, yeah, I mean, unless you have something that's like, whoa, this is cutting edge, this is breaking news in the MLB, feel like college football is probably the way to go.
Yeah, let's talk about college football. We know nobody wants to hear us talk about MLB. Guys, put in the chat, comment if you're watching on X, comment if you're watching us on YouTube, whatever games I want to hear us talk about, hit that like button too. Go ahead and smash it. Look, bro, before we get into this game, we got to hash 2 things out here. The first thing is, what time are we going live tomorrow?
What time are we going live tomorrow? Early.
How early are we talking here?
Fucking 10 a.m. 10. I feel like it's got to be 10 a.m. We're competing with College Game Day. We're competing with a lot of people, but we're the place to keep it locked. Guys, we've done all the research. Those schmucks just wake up. They hit their Starbucks. They get chauffeured in their little fucking Maybachs, right? And their Rolls Royces and everything, right to the stage. They don't know what they're talking about. They got little scripts handed to them. Tune in to TP3 and What Up, Bro, at 10 o'clock.
Hey, I absolutely love it. I thought you were going to go ahead and lead in the second part. Bro. The second thing we need to hash out here is we got to do the commercial before we start giving out free plays tonight in college football.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Sorry. Our sponsors were calling. They said, hey, listen, you don't start. We're going to fucking pull you off the air here. What's going on here? So listen, no, I'm just kidding. So bet, guys, it's the best place to be, especially right now. I know TP3's running. He's got his VIP live. I've got my VIP live. You have sales going in both departments, both areas, both venues. It's time to get locked in now. Links in the bio. Make sure you're following both of us here. But SoBet is where you have over 50 better professional sports experts plus now for the NFL season, all in one place, giving you their insights, giving you their picks, giving you their plays, and a scrollable, fully interactable feed where you can comment, like, share, etc. Guys, if you haven't heard of SoBet yet, you will. We had deals with the U.S. women's national team, soccer team. Like, a lot of big things are coming from SoBet. You're going to be seeing us everywhere. Get locked in, be part of the movement, be part of something great. And when it comes to right now, the hotspot, you need to have people doing the work for you. There are so many sports that are coming at you. We still have MLB going into the playoffs, college football, obviously, NFL. But guys, Summer League and the NBA starts soon. Guys, you need to be fucking locked in for all the sports. Let us do the work. You just lock the bets. SoBet. Links in the bio. Sign up code TP3. Sign up code BRO to the moon.
To the fucking moon, baby.
Whoa, look at those pythons. Wow.
Yeah, we hit arm day today. We hit arms and shoulders today, so we're feeling a little bigger than usual today. But bro, look, man, let's go ahead and get into it here. We're not going to talk about Lehigh and Army. I'm sorry if y'all wanted to hear about Lehigh and Army. We don't really have anything on that game. Let's go ahead and jump in here first. Elon and Duke. Have you done any research on this game?
No, I have not. All I know is the previous NCAA football game before this one, Elon was always a team I played against when I wanted to beat the shit out of somebody in practice mode. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. But Duke ain't really my cup of tea. I don't have anything on there. TV3, you got something in this game?
Yeah, so they got Malik, what's his face, coming in as a transfer quarterback here from he was the guy who stepped in at Texas, buddy with the dreads, who stepped in when Ewers got hurt last season. Okay. He's going to be the starting QB here for them in this game. And honestly, when I look at Duke, I'm not really impressed. Manny Diaz, whenever he coached somewhere, he had a lot of good players. Duke lost a lot of players in the portal. I'm definitely going to be watching this game, guys, because I want to see what Duke looks like. I've got a lot of question marks about what this Duke team is going to look like this upcoming season, so this game will definitely be on my TV. But to be honest with y'all, I think there's a lot of uncertainty here with Duke. Elon's they're like a decent FCS team. Like, as in by decent, I mean like a 7 or 6 win FCS team. They're not as bad as some of those other teams. So ultimately, I wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole. I could see Duke putting some points up, though, in this game. So I'd probably look towards Duke in the first half, minus 13.5, but not really a play for me here. Let's roll, though, here to the FAU and Michigan State game, guys. When we were talking in the green room beforehand, Bro told me he's got some stuff on this game. Bro, let me know what you think, what your thoughts are on this game.
Yeah, so I definitely have thoughts and opinions. I don't have an official play. I've been wanting to pull the trigger, thinking about pulling the trigger, but as my VIP subscribers know, I'm watching the line movement closely, very closely. I don't want to get Jacksonville stated again, okay? That hurt my soul bad. That hurt my soul real bad from start to finish, okay? I do believe Michigan State should run away with this game. I truly believe they should win probably by 20, I would say 21 to 28 points. This is like a 3 to 4 touchdown maybe win for Michigan State, in my opinion. Somehow, some way, though, I just feel like this game is going to go sideways. I may end up staying off of it. If I had to pick, which I may have to pick, I may take Michigan State minus the 13. But I see that this line might get opened at like 11.5. This might get closer and closer and closer to that. If we can get close to that 10, I might buy down to 10 and then just have push insurance. I think they win by 10 easy. TP3, what do you think, though? I know you may actually have something legitimate on SoBet in this play, in this game.
I don't have anything on this game. But this is an interesting game, though, in my opinion. Like you said, I think Aiden Childs and Michigan State might take it out on him. Jonathan Smith, first-year head coach, he's going to have the squad rolling in here. I don't like this quarterback at all for FAU, Cam Fancher. He comes over, I believe, from Marshall. I didn't really like what he had going on over at Marshall. I think he might be a downgrade. I do like Tom Herman as a coach, but I think FAU's roster just isn't what it needs to be up to par. If you look, too, there was a video that surfaced. I saw it last night on SportsCenter. Stanford Steve talked about it. Aiden Childs goes, we're going to roll, take the over. I mean, if you want to listen to what the guy said, take the over. I'm not going to touch it personally because he could have just meant over and win total over the team total. He didn't specify what he meant by take the over, but I mean, FAU under. Whew, that's what Travis is saying over here in the chat. I don't know. Child said take the over. I'm staying away from this game. I want to see what Michigan State looks like, but I think Michigan State might roll actually in this game. I believe. Let me double check their schedule here. I think they have a big game on deck, and that was something that really talked me out of it. Let's see. Can't type in MSU because then it pulls up Mississippi State.
Nah.
Okay, they play Maryland next. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a huge look-ahead spot, but I'm going to stay off this game. I want to see what they look like. You don't have to play every game, so we'll stay away from this one, but I would definitely lean towards the Spartans getting right here. I mean, they've been pretty embarrassing the last couple years, so they're due.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. And guys, it's the first week of college football, okay? If you don't have like a solid trend or a lean on a play, don't guess. Don't guess. Vegas is ready to eat your guys' bankroll alive. All right? If you love it, rock it, lock it. But if you don't love it, there's nothing wrong with watching it as a fan and saying, or paper betting. Paper betting and saying, bang. See, I would have been right. I am sharp. That's fine. Listen, you learn, you keep that in the pocket, you go on to the next one. But love it, TP3. Love it. What about in this let's see here. Do we want to go Temple, Oklahoma? Yeah, why don't we do that? What about this Temple, Oklahoma game? What do you think about this game, TP3?
Man, I'm so glad you asked, bro. I would love to talk about this game. Yeah. Okay, guys. So, look, lay it. Give me minus 42 here with Oklahoma. And here's the first thing I want to talk about here. So, let's talk about the Temple side of things. E.J. Warner, Kurt Warner's son, he was quarterback at Temple last year. He's actually pretty good. He transferred out. He said, see you guys, y'all suck. I'm out of here. They have 5 new starters on their offensive line, completely inexperienced quarterbacks, so I believe transferred in from the FCS. I've been doing so much research, I can't even keep these teams straight at this point that I don't have written. And I can't look at my list right now. But anyway, regardless of that, you have 5 new starters on the offensive line, a piss-poor defense. Then you look at the Oklahoma side of things. They beat Arkansas State 73-0 last year. Here's some trends for y'all. Oklahoma laying 35 points or more. They've done it in their last 11 times doing it, 10-1 against the spread. Also, teams in game 1 of the season versus FBS opponents laying 30+, 20, 10-1 against the spread. Those trends are all pointing at Oklahoma here. Now let's talk about logically here. You've Danny Stutzman back, your defensive stud linebacker, who's going to be making plays all over the field. Venables wants his defense to look good because that's his side of the field. Venables' job's not necessarily secure. This is their first game truly playing in the SEC. You think they want to come out here and struggle with Temple and look like NC State yesterday? I don't think so, man. Jackson Arnold had 5 turnovers in the bowl game against Arizona. He needs a good outing. You got Houston on deck with Willie Fritz in there. Houston might be a feisty team. I love Oklahoma in this game, minus 42.5, guys. I think Oklahoma is going to win this game. I think they're going to score 56 to 63 points, and I would be shocked to even see Temple scoring. And I think I've seen sharp action come in on Temple's team total under 7.5. I believe it's minus 140 now in the market.
Yep. And that's also something that's very sharp, TP3. That's something I looked at. You got to see what their Vegas is saying Temple's going to be doing, and then you look at the total score, and you're like, where are they getting these numbers?
Yep.
Obviously, that's where they're getting them. They don't – listen, I understand the concern about Arnold, and we don't know a whole lot about him and all that. But you saw it in the UCF game yesterday. I got some hate for it. People said, why are we laying 40 fucking points here? I said, trust, because it's going to happen. Listen, it's hot in Oklahoma. It's hot. It's steamy. You saw what happened when those guys tried to chase around UCF for 4 quarters. New Hampshire got blown off the fucking ball. The same thing is going to happen today. Don't panic when early in the first quarter, it's a little, seems like a little pillow fight. 13-0, 13-3, 17-3. Guys, there's no way they're going to be able to keep with the physicality of Oklahoma. And listen, this Arnold dude, he's not a scrub here. I'm just looking at some scouting notes, some local scouting notes. This guy was a 5-star recruit. He was a number 1 overall quarterback recruit in Texas for the class of 2021. He was rated number 3 on ESPN 300 board. And a straight quote from an ex-Texas scout stated, through the end of the 21 season, he appears to be the clear number 1 quarterback, not only in Texas, but in this class for the 2023 recruiting cycle. Projects as a high major starter for multiple years with a long-term NFL draft ceiling. Guys, This kid is a stud. You're not a 5-star recruit without being good. They're putting a lot of talent around him. Oklahoma is going to boat race them. I think 63-3, 63-6, some shit like that.
Absolutely love it, bro. I'm saying 60. I'll go 63-3. That still gets us a cup. Whatever gets us a comfortable cover is good by me. And last year against Arkansas State, they went up like 35-0 in the first quarter. So hopefully we do one of those numbers on them and we can just sit back with a smile on our face and watch the rest of the game.
And I know maybe Arkansas State, it could be a little bit better than the opponents that they're looking at today in Temple, but not by much. And listen, this Arnold dude, he went 11 for 11. $136 and a touchdown against that Arkansas State team when he went to the game last year. Or was that last year? Yeah. The year before, year prior. So listen, no problems here. Oklahoma, Sooner Boomer, baby.
Yeah, if you need more evidence, they're probably going to blow them out here. Look what they did the next week against Tulsa, 66-13. Oklahoma's about to run these boys out of town, guys. Give me Boomer Sooner every which way here in this game. Next game up here on the slate, I believe Bro has a play in it. I do not. The TCU versus Stanford game. I think it's an extremely interesting game, and I'm going to watch it until I probably fall asleep on my couch tonight. Hopefully I don't fall asleep like that or like that tonight, but I'll probably fall asleep watching this game tonight. Bro, what do you think about this game, man? I know you got to play.
I do. And all those plays can be found on SoBet, but be very careful when the sports books are offering you a bonus in a specific game, and only for that specific game. DraftKings threw a 100% boost at its users today with a notification campaign. So everybody got a live active notification that said 100% boost for this game. Everybody's going to go in. Everybody's going to see TCU against Stanford. Going to say, what the fuck? TCU's only laying 8? All right, bang. Take the favorites, chalk the favorites, double my profit, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. No, maybe, but I have a sharp angle here. I used that promo to go to the first half. We're going to take this to the first half, and we're going to give you a little history lesson. Last year, Stanford was 5-7 in home games, covering that 7.5 in the first half. So what I've done is I've moved the first half spread of 5.5 to 7.5. With the boost, it's still plus 116, so it's plus money. But they covered that against Oregon. They covered that against Washington. Now, they ended up getting boat raced by Oregon and losing by 40. They did end up losing to Washington by, I think, 17 or 18. So they didn't ultimately cover the 8.5 you're looking at the full game. But this team comes out strong at home. They come out with aggression. They come and play for their fans. And tell me something. If they can hang with Bo Nix and Oregon and Penix and Washington, two teams with college football playoff aspirations, with Heisman hopefuls, why the fuck can't they hang with TCU for a half? At 7.5. And Stanford's only gotten better. Guys. I love the play is Stanford plus 7.5 first half.
Yeah, to be honest with you, when I capped this game, I kind of wanted to decide with TCU. I think that I like Josh Hoover, the quarterback. I think TCU's got a lot of talent there, and I think they'll use it better this season. I think that last year there was just like the national championship and the big year hangover, and it kind of were targeted by everybody in the Big 12. I think now they're a little underrated, but I will say Stanford's offense is really damn good, and all that put me on to more towards was the over, but I don't really love the number at 60. I thought the number is just a little bit too high because I could only get to a 54, so I can't go that far outside of my numbers. That being said, I lean towards points in this game. Stanford's a clear sharp side. I mean, this line opened at 11.5, and now we're sitting here with 8.5 in the market. Like, I think Stanford's the clear sharp play in this game. Stanford's probably going to win this game. Like Bro said, man, this Stanford team's feisty. They had a really good offense. I believe Colorado was beating them by like 20 points, and they came all the way back and beat Colorado as well last year. So ultimately, I could only look at TCU in this game. I'm going to stay away from this game. I feel like I'm missing something here, but the sharp money is all over Stanford in this game, and I think the over could also be an interesting play.
Yeah, I like the over too. I almost did a double-double. I almost went over, but you're right, 60 points. I'm like, fuck, that's a lot. I still think it's going to happen, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to point out, that Hoover kid, Josh Hoover, last year, he didn't win a start on the road. He's 0-4 on the road.
Yeah.
Now he's got to go to Stanford. Something smells. This smells like a Filet-O-Fish that's been left in a 1998 Honda Accord for 3 summers, and then somebody fucking came to repo that shit. Yeah, that's why this smells fishy, very fishy.
Yeah, the chat's agreeing with us. They're all saying they like Stanford. It's Stanford or pass. I'm just going to go ahead and warn y'all, man. Y'all are going to be watching this game till 2 a.m. If you got shit to do tomorrow, man, this ain't it right here. We got games coming on at noon. I'd rather save my credits for a game I feel good about than this one.
Yeah, that's why you take the first half play. We're done by midnight. We go to sleep. It's over.
Yeah, I'll stay up and sweat the first half of the bro. That might be when I call it a night, is at the halftime. But look, I got another play for y'all. It's going to be later on in the night tonight. It's only for the people who are watching us live right now. Guys, if you're watching us live right now, hit that like button, hit that follow button, share this with one of your friends. Tell your mom, your sister, your mom's mom, your best friend about us. But look, let's talk about this Western Michigan and Wisconsin game. So look, guys, when I saw that Wisconsin had Tyler Van Dyke, Tyler Van Dyme, as I like to call him, transfer in, I thought they're going to be pretty good. Y'all see the shirt I'm wearing. I honestly thought Tyler Van Dyke was going to be a very good quarterback. I've been team Tyler Van Dyke over the years, and I'm look what I'm wearing, and I've been team Tyler Van Dyke. There's no bias here. I think he's a good QB. Wisconsin loses Braylon Allen. They lose Ches Malusi. And when I look at Wisconsin as a team in general, I just don't really see like the talented receivers and running backs that are required to run this offense they run. Sure, Luke Fickell's trying to make them more of like a new like Big Ten, or Pac-12 crossover type team that can play with those type of teams. I still don't see the personnel for them, honestly. I think they still look more like their old Wisconsin teams. They're going to struggle to get margin in this game, I think. I'm not saying Western Michigan's going to come out here and beat them or anything like that, but if you look at Luke Fickell, when he was at Cincinnati, y'all remember, man, they used to struggle with all the crumb bums of the conference and barely win those games. Luke Fickell has 0 for 7 against the spread his last 7 times when he's laid 22 or more points, and he's in that spot today. He's also, let me get the exact number for y'all. I believe it's 6-18 against the number in his career. 6-12 against the spread when he's he's a favorite of 22 or more. So 6-12 against the spread on a 7-game no cover streak in that spot. Western Michigan's a top 4 team in the MAC this upcoming season. I see a lot of people actually picking them to win the MAC here. Look, if we can get 10 points or a touchdown from Western Michigan, we can cover this game. I'll take WM in this one. Damn, and my ring light just went out for some reason.
I noticed that. I was like, damn, did his power go out?
I thought it did for a second, too. All right, we're all the way back, boys.
So, Fickell was an Ohio State boy.
Yeah, and then he went to Cincy. He coached them. He was the intern that one year, I think, when they went 12-0.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say, the Ohio State program, as an Ohio State fan, they always struggle with large spreads. They really do. They're not a large spread team. I think it's a coaching tree thing. I think it's, listen, the goal is to win the game. The goal is not to show your hand. Yep. But I agree with you, TP3. I think all these teams coming into the Big Ten, now it's the fucking Big 20. I don't even know how many teams are in that conference now. It is creating a power struggle where you have to decide, are you going to play like, are you going to line up and smack people around like Ohio State, like Michigan, like Georgia, like that type of style of football? Or are you going to go out there and sling it like the Washingtons, like the USCs, like the Oregons? And the teams that don't have those playmakers, they're in trouble. They're in trouble because they're caught in the middle. They're caught in the middle. They want to do something they're not. It's like getting in a race with a bunch of sports cars when you're a fucking that same 1998 Honda Accord.
Yeah. Also, too, like Wisconsin got Western Michigan in this game. Then they play South Dakota State. And then they play, just South Dakota. And then they play Alabama.
Whoa.
I mean, I could see them just really trying to run the football and not really tip their hand much. Maybe they will try to ramp it up a little bit. But I mean, when you have a total of, what's the total at tonight? I mean, the total in this game right now is at 56.5. I mean, at this point, man, when you have a total this low, and you have a team catching 24 points, I mean, the total is half of it. If we can get 10 points here from Western, we're good.
Yep. Yeah, I really like that. I think it's sharp as fuck. I think it's sharp.
I'm going to say 30. I'm going to say 31-10 is the final score. I think we're going to sweat our fucking dicks off in this game, but I think we're going to get it done. So we'll see what happens, man. Hopefully Western knows the numbers, so we'll see what happens in that one. That's all I got, though, for today in college football, guys. Bro, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? I got a few minutes before I got to hop to Instagram Live.
No, just remember the ebbs and flows of this. It's very hard for me to do. I have an extremely hard time with it. There are some times where I'm like, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And then like an hour later, I'm on the sports books trying to crack them tomorrow. All right. So just be careful with your bankroll now as we're getting into the college football season. Be careful as you get into the NFL season. I know there's an excitement. There's an urge. There's like I just want to ball out. I'll use this example. I was talking to my dad about this, who I just got into sports betting. Going crazy in the first couple weeks of the season, of any season, is like ordering like 5 shots the second you get to the bar. It's a blast for that first fucking, short period of time when you're placing the bets. You're watching everything go down. Pre-game shows are happening. It's a shit show the rest. It's over. It's over. Just be very careful. Pace yourself these first couple of weeks. Find your trends. Find your plays. Find the cappers that you like to tail. And go from there. But other than that, I don't have any other plays. I don't have any other picks. But live bets are also, I see in the chat, live bets are something that you need to take advantage of. There's a lot of spots there to be able to take advantage of.
No, there definitely is. Like if Wisconsin pulls their starters or something, maybe hop in on like the under or something live in that game if it looks like Western Michigan can't score. Here's something else I want to throw out here real quick, guys, that we need to keep in mind. First of all, there's something going on with this Penn State-West Virginia spread. I spent the last 30 minutes before I hopped on this stream trying to read about what the fuck is going on in this game, and I cannot figure out what's going on with this spread. It is at 7.5 now. I don't know who's betting Penn State who's betting West Virginia or what they know, but I need to figure it out. And until I figure it out, I can't make a play on that game. I've heard there could possibly be rain. I looked at the forecast. It's not showing rain, but they said that Penn State practiced with wet balls on Wednesday so they could be prepared for anything. So I don't know what that's supposed to be, but that was really the only thing I found. Maybe they could be saying it's too many points. It's going to be a monsoon. I haven't seen it in the forecast. Then the other one too that I would caution you to use great caution with. Look, I was going to max bet Georgia against Clemson in this game. The line's dropping. Georgia says they have suspensions. They're all going to be in-house, so we won't even know who's actually suspended till kickoff. We know Trevor Etienne, the running back, is for sure suspended. We know that Roderick Robinson, their other running back's out. Branson Robinson, though, looks like the Incredible Hulk. He's going to get the bulk of the carries. I'm not really worried about that, to be honest with y'all, but we need to figure out, because there's got to be more than that. A running back in college football is not going to move. I don't care if they were Toby Gerhart or Adrian Peterson in their prime. They're not moving a spread in this game all the way from a 13.5. It was even at 14 at one point down to 11.5. So something's going on there. We got to figure out what's going on. Yep.
And that said, if you liked Penn State before, now is the time.
Dude, like I said yesterday, I had Penn State minus 14.5 when I did all my math and added the game up. Then I tried to upgrade West Virginia as much as possible, and I could get to 11.5. But 7.5, the line, like I feel like we're missing something. That's all I'm going to say. We're definitely missing something. I think I'm going to take the over in that game. That was more the play I was leaning to, but I was like, what am I missing here? Penn State feels way too easy. I mean, West Virginia, I like Garrett Green, but 7.5 points against Penn State, like, I think there's a pretty big gap between these two teams.
Yeah, I agree. And it's very peculiar to see this line moving in the way that it is. But I think it's important also to start logging plays. I've only been doing it for literally a couple of weeks. And you start to notice trends. You start to notice line movement. You start to notice even just value that doesn't seem right. I really like even the games that I don't play. I've been logging baseball games. There's some tricky things that Vegas does with the numbers. They throw a lot of numbers at you. It's very confusing.
Yeah, they definitely do. But all right, guys, that's all we got for today's show. Bro, you want to tell? Actually, you know what? You've done it so many times, man. Let me tell him this time.
Yeah, you tell him.
Yeah. Did you hear that reaction, man? He's like, man, I'm fucking sick of you telling me what to do. All right, guys. So, look, y'all see the top corner. Right up there is SoBet. That is where me and Bro price all our bets every single day. Whether it's baseball, football, water polo. Actually, well, I don't do water polo and hockey, but there's people on there who do those sports regardless. Tennis. I know the U.S. Open's going on right now. Soccer. There's people betting on the EPL. Look, guys, I'll be fully focused on the sports I went out, which is college football and baseball for right now. We'll be focused on NFL as well when it starts up, and the NBA and college basketball. But look, guys, you get our information, our entire write-up, 30 cents a day, $9.95 a month. These other people are telling you to pay them hundreds of dollars for their packages, and they're not even giving you reasonings why they're taking your pick, why they're taking picks. Look, regardless, you should definitely hit the follow button on us because we're going to give you well thought out explanations for free plays. At least get the free play. But look, we'd love to have you on there either way and have you come join the team. It's a team thing. It's not us versus them. It's all about the team. So love to have you guys on the team. Either way, though, hit the follow button and we'll talk to y'all. Bro, take us out of here.
Guys, it's the freaking weekend, baby. I'm about to have me some fun. Come on now. It's Friday. Pour a drink. Be safe. Have fun. Win some bets. 10 a.m. comes early. So if you're having a lot of drinks, make sure you have Pedialyte, liquid IV, and your coffee because 10 a.m. sharp. We're rocking. We're rolling. Weekly win streak here, now, forever, and always. That's TP3. I'm